Hello there everybody, and welcome back to the Blue Badger's creepy dancing. Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Good God! Oh wait, I know, this is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Well, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me! He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? Ah, thank God, Gumshoe's not dead. Gumshoe, I thought you'd been killed. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know that I'm a very busy man, pal. Talk. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? That is totally she is a reskinned Maya. In every way. Yeah, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate the case carefully, okay? Scientifically! Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Alright, investigation! So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affair. You got fired? Gumshoe got fired? What for? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? That's a wee bit fucked up. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Oh, that motherfucker. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall did it. Patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Alright then. So what do you know about this? Now, Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. People like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! Oh shit. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? What about Edgy's knife? Found Mr. Edwards' car, stabbed with Mr. Edwards' knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Well, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? You have to go find out what's going on with Edgeworth. Alright then, yeah, of course we do. Hang on, I want to go back to the court record. I want to look over something. I never examined this. Examine. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked the car. If only he was held up a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Alright then. Dumb bitch. Nothing on the back. Alright. Back. Alright, so let's talk about the shield then. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations, the most diligent of all detectives. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. And, well, obviously, the prosecutors, they're breaking through the defense, right? That's pretty straightforward. I was pretty proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors that he's faking evidence and bullshit. Marking stuff? Alright, so yeah, okay, so those are the same thing. Alright. Do I have any new topics to talk about? Yes, I do! Bruce Goodman. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He's a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but the word is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Lana! I wanna meet a lawyer whose name is Rumors, so I can just say yeah, I got defended of rumors at law. Well, started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. People don't like Edgeworth. Listen, pal, there've always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself! Oh shit! What? Nani? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. He's doing it for all of us. God bless his soul. Alright, move. Alright, so... Can I examine something? Can I examine this? I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? That's my masterpiece! Oh god, it is the devil. It is the devil. You made this, Detective Gumshoe. The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It looks like Satan. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Or Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger out of the court record. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He's appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe added to the court record. Oh, yeah, boy! Always surprised this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. I mean, that's how you go anywhere. Just act like you belong. Maybe wear a jacket. Maybe wear a one of those bright green construction jackets. And a hard hat, maybe. Back. Move. On our parking lot. February 22nd. Prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. As we get back to the show. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh! Ugh, I should give her old Japanese man voice again. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Did I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? The fuck? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its head. Lost his head. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Present. I have a reason to be helped. Would you mind reading this for me? Well, says I'll warn you, family as me go right to the spittoon. Also, I can't read too good. Letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe we investigate. Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe, I owe you one. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Now let's see if I can try to pretend to read it. Let's see, hamburger, hamburger, murder, hamburger, crime scene, hamburger, hamburger, hamburger. Looks alright to me. Guess about to let you in, man. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Yeehaw! Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I'd say I won't be needing this anymore. That comes letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. Y'all motherfucker crazy. You cray dog. Let's see, can I present anything else to him? I present this knife into your face. Alright, compadre, count of 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? Toy knife, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it! They gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Alright, Goodman's ID. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is a Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. All the difference is a few yards make, compadre. Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Oh god, you're already a terrible detective. Hey, how about the parking stuff? 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Alright, I'm not gonna get anything by telling about the Blue Badger, will I? Alright, compadre, count of three. Oh, yep. Yep. Lame evidence I don't want. Alright then, well, I guess... Car, I suppose. Examine that bullshit. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would be suggested to belong to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check that shit. Right, let's check it out. Check that shit. Right. Examine the phone cord. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess. These are hard to come by, you know. I see he's as popular as ever with the kids. Alright. Nothing on the front. Maybe on the back. Oh! What's that? That's the charger cover, right? The display is still on the redial button. Redial? Yeah, this is right. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass. It's just, you never know with people from your gender. Oh, you bitch lord! Whatever, let's check this phone out. Phoenix is only 24, you dumb bitch. Examine the button! Now I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Notice that the defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, that song, I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Ah! Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Yeah, well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? It belongs to Chief Prospector Scat. What? It's my sister's. My sister's.
Oni-chan!
She apparently dropped him when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? Ghostbusters. No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for y'all, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of them newfangled ringtones. Oh, that, oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Nanny? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope y'all not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner! I'm not sure if that's true. Oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone out of the court. So she tried to call Phoenix. What the fuck? Alright, let's just check what's in the trunk. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675-12-2. You're right, let's see. 67. Oh, that's an S. 67S-12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman? Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? I'm a lawyer, not a detective. Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. I think we need to go talk to the marshal again. The victim. Officer Marshal, could you tell us more about the victim? The victim. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a good detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty little doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed right here at 5th 5:15 p.m. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think it means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab in the chest, a fine piece of work. This is the autopsy report. Oh, thank you, son. Yee boy. Was my sister involved in the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? None? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to shoot out at high noon. Marshal! Tell me your secrets, Marshal. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out, they shoot you for that detective. What don't they shoot you for? I'm under the impression from this guy that in Texas, just shooting at you is how they say hello. I was one of them fancy shoes detectives until 2 years ago, tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We were just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was just saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog, can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? That's fucked up! So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister! That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect is tomorrow and none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's face is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? They were fuck buddies. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, something. Someone's been up to something here. But who? Office atmosphere. The suspicion about Mr. Edgeworth has been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable that was, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. You follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they are off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? Nani? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cows by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials. Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yeah. I know this song your phone plays when it rings. What? Dun 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 dun. Steel Samurai, motherfucker. Beep. It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. How did you know? That phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone added to the court record. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Oh god. To be continued. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit, yes, a save. Oh my god. That was baller as shit.